Yo, it's Pichu Man. I got submitted some VODs from a Slayer player named Aether. They wanted me to review them, go over, what they could have done better. Mainly, they wanted help in their decision making. So we have this set versus MFCR. We're gonna take a look at it and see what we can find. Okay, so round start against Leo Whitefang. I would not recommend doing this K-Dandy. He already has a tendency to do walk back, like 5k, walk back 2k, walk back far slash, or just run into you and do a 5k straight to your face, all of which can often beat a K-Dandy. And even if, let's say what MSCR did here, and they dash up and they block expecting something more risky, they have a flash kick that will completely beat a K-Dandy, or any Dandy for that matter, after they crouch for a couple seconds. So it's not exactly the best as a layer 1 option. Depending on what they might start doing, it could get better, but not something you want to immediately let rip. Oftentimes a 5k and 2h are much safer round start options and beat a lot more. You can also go a little deeper with R slash or P Mappa, since that's about all you can get in this matchup. Okay, decent combo. I would recommend potentially routing a little bit better around the burst. Whenever I get a hit like this, I'm immediately focusing on their burst. The fact that Slayer can immediately threaten a wall break from anywhere on screen just because Pile Bunker's instant wall stick means that an opponent often really wants to burst really quickly. They don't want to get you positive bonus and they don't want to take 1,000,000 damage. So oftentimes you have to route around a burst, since oftentimes if you do the wrong type of combo, Slayer can go past them after a burst. Oftentimes happens with P Dandy and sometimes really close like K Dandy Pile Bunker, but I think the combo you did was perfectly fine. Again, K Dandy or any Dandy step is really bad against Leo. He can sit and then hit up and slash and completely destroy you. If you keep doing Dandy like this, I wholeheartedly expect MFCR to start DPing you. Now he isn't awake yet, so he isn't doing the basic bare minimum, but eventually he'll get there. Okay. Whoa. Alright. You're letting it rip. After a burst, this kind of K-Mappa is usually reserved for when your opponent is giving you too much respect after they burst you. Oftentimes most characters will try and set up, or they'll take a really reserved spot after their burst. And if they're way too far back, you can take advantage of that. You could get a plus and block K-Mappa and start snowballing from there. Especially with the fact that you have 50 meter, it's a pretty safe bet to just kind of, throw ham. You got burst in case things go south. Fuck it. I will have to point out this combo. When you get an RC hit like this, first off, you should be forward RCing most of the time as Slayer. You should be doing forward Red Roman cancel, since it makes almost all of his confirms really easy, really simple, and doesn't make weird spacing situations like this happen. As well as, you should have gone for Pile Bunker loops here, because not only could it might have killed if you were really lucky, you can choose to get Oki from it. So by going for this really simple, really easy combo, you've given him another chance to actually play the game. Just something to consider. Okay, MFCR is not doing the bare minimum. Oh my god. Did I see that right? Whoa. You never want to do this ever. This is really bad. Oftentimes, when it comes to decision making in Guilty Gear Strive, the most important and most impactful decisions you can make are around your resources, like your meter, your burst, etc. And your burst is super important, at least in this current meta. You don't want to use your one-time burst on this tiny little DP. Especially since, like, look how much damage he took. He's not gonna kill you. He doesn't get any real Okazeme. He probably has to spend his meter to get anything. He's up meter, so keeping him in the corner is probably gonna be harder. He has DP. It's not really gonna work. There's just so many things wrong with this burst. You want to save your burst for whatever comes after the DP, not the DP itself. Alright, you're kind of getting cheesed here. Lichschlag, I'm pretty sure that's the name. Big giant overhead swing. That has 3 active frames if I remember correctly. So if you have the timing, you can always backdash it 100% of the time. Way it catches you is if you backdash too early. And to be fair, if you get counter hit by that, you might have lost the round. So be careful at least. Whoa, alright. You need to just, if you do a walk up 2S, it will often auto time and let you get an easier spacing for the Master's Hammer route. So you potentially could have just killed him here. Pass isn't pass. Also another combo thing, you could have picked up on that. If you get an air hit, Master's Hammer like this, you can actually pick up with 2P or 2K. 2K you only get 2K K-Mappa, but with 2P you could do 2P, 5P, 6H, Pile Bunker and get positive bonus and some good Oki. So just a good thing to remember. Okay, MSCR is just not... Okay, there we go. He woke up. Alright, he's trying to cheese you. Again, you need to stop with the dandy step. I'm gonna stop pointing it out. You need to stop. What the fuck? I have no idea why this worked. But you know what? Go off. You got it. Mole mole. You do not want to challenge H-Boom. Unless you can predict that he's gonna do it and you full send immediately after you get hit. Otherwise, you're gonna just get hit and he's gonna start running his game plan for free. Like he does here. Alright, nice RC. I know what you went for. I know what you went for. You clearly wanted the 6H to where this would cross up behind him and try and snag some last chance of life. But even if that worked, I wouldn't have recommended it. The fact you have no meter and also the spacing is odd. And also, Leo has a DP that doesn't care if you cross him up. He's still gonna be able to do it. Like if he sees the P Dandy, it doesn't matter. He's just gonna hit up. Some troubles, but we'll try and iron them out. Good lord. I said what I needed to about the original burst. This is just that, but way worse. A good analogy for this is imagine if you had a magical item that would save you from dying 100% of the time. So like if you got stabbed, you could use it and come back to life. You just used that on a mosquito bite. That second chance at life is completely gone because you used it on a mosquito bite. Unfortunate. Again, you can backdash that. You can definitely scrub grab this. How many frames of leeway do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, you could definitely just grab them. If the next frame isn't gonna be the first active frame, you can grab after a Roman cancel. It's really stupid, but you need to take advantage of it. Alright, nice 2H. What are we gonna do with it? Alright, I get where you're coming from. Because you don't want to give him, like, the reversal, right? However, backing up like this signals to me, and most likely to MFCR, that you are scared of it. You still need to act like you're going to run Okazeme, that you're going to hit him for him to actually... He's going to start throwing hands once he gets up. And that's what he does. Again, with the K-Dandies. I don't know why you're not swinging on that. When it comes to being a Slayer player, knowing when this is plus or not is life and death. This is meaty as fuck. You are like the perfect spacing afterwards too to just hit him. And you are backdashing and letting him do run up grab. Why? I wouldn't. When you do burst and dash up, it is giving you less advantage to work with. So the only factor that makes this advantage is distance. You are in boxing distance. This is like the earliest possible hitbox for K-Mappa. It especially doesn't help that you did 2K after, which gives you like a frame less leniency since it's 6 frames instead of 5 frames. You should always check with 2P, even if you're like confident about it, because you can link 2P on counter hit into close flash. I don't know why you're pressing here. He can't threaten anything besides a frame trap. You're giving him like exactly what he wants. The only thing you can really do there is threaten a frame trap, and he has meter, so he's going to do it. And especially since the only thing that he can do to mix you up is Swite, so you might as well look for that. Yes! Alright, there we go. That's good counterplay. Good job. Right here. Look how far away he is. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful spacing. That's just awesome, isn't it? Like, oh my god. He's not up in my face. If you did 5K here, you probably would have beat him. I don't really care that you traded with him. Now it's good. Good job. Alright. Okay. This won't kill, right? Yeah. You need to do the FRC route. That would have like 100% killed. Alright, I assume you die here, right? If he's got those? Aye. Alright. Good try. Alright, we learned a lot. Overall, there's a lot we need to work on, but I'm still pretty impressed. MFCR is a pretty scary player, and you held up pretty well. Obviously, you didn't win, but doing pretty good. I wasn't able to quite delve into the specifics of every topic I discussed. A lot of this tends to get pretty in-depth. I will be surely making a lot of videos in the future about these topics, so look forward to that. Without further ado, have a great day.